Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you're having a good Friday. Today we're going to rip into this box of 2017 Panini Donruss Racing that you recently seen. I think yesterday was the day that I actually showed it to you guys as one of my purchases from Steel City Collectibles. Always like getting from them. They've always got a lot of good deals. Plus they have the little scratch and win cards where you can win points, and those points can either go towards purchases or different tiers of prizes that they have. So this is a hobby box. Of course, it varies from a blaster box. Blaster boxes usually have naturally fewer packs in them. The hobby box, this particular one, has 24 packs per box, 10 cards per pack, 1 auto and 2 mem cards per average in each box. Uncover rare inserts, including pole position speed. The bottom of the box has nothing except a couple Panini logos. We're going to scroll through the print runs here relatively quickly, but you guys have seen these plenty enough, so you don't need that. And of course, Jimmie Johnson, once again on the side of the box. And I think the way that we're going to do this, normally we used to do this one stack per video, but I think what I want to do it this time is just do it by layer. So there's 4 layers here, and these kind of got shifted around in shipping. So try to get those leveled out here as best we can. So we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Take the top layer off, and that'll give us 6 videos with this box. I think that'll help defray a little bit of the cost for me. As I mentioned the other day, I'm probably going to have to reduce the amount of money that I am spending on cards. I do need to move some cards that I do have, but that will happen in due time. So we've got 4 packs here. Of course, the nice metallic packaging. I do like the Torques, and I do like the definitely the Chronicles packaging a little bit better. This one, pretty good, but I don't like this. I do not like trying to read those print runs. That should have been printed in a different color, or they could have just put a black bar there with white printing, or a white bar with black printing, kind of like you would the UPC code or any of this other stuff that makes it so much easier for the consumer to read. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into ripping these packs and seeing what we have. This one's kind of a thick pack. We may start off with a hit right off the bat. I hope not. I'd like to save the hits for a little further in the game. Don't see any thick cards there, so I guess just because it's got 10 cards per pack just naturally makes me think it's a little bit thicker. So we're going to start off with Brian Scott. Of course, he's retired from NASCAR. He was, he raced for, who was it? He raced for Gibbs for a minute. I believe he raced for Richard Childress in the Xfinity Series as well, or Nationwide. Moved up to Cup to Harry Scott Motorsports. Ran for Richard Petty for a year, and that was it. I don't know. He may not have. No, he did not race for Harry Scott Motorsports. I'm thinking of Michael Annett and Justin Allgaier. Brian Scott ran 1 year for Richard Petty in the 44, and then he called it a career. Landon Castle. Landon has a really good interview on David Starr's podcast, Let's Go Racing with David Starr. You guys need to listen to that interview. It's a really, really good one. Learned some things about Landon that I did not know. Jimmie Johnson, 7-time champ. I see a card turned around backwards here, so it's probably going to be an 84 throwback. There's Ryan Newman. Apologize for the glare. And then we have Matt Kenseth. Roush Racing, or not Roush Racing, Joe Gibbs Racing. Spent most of his career at Roush. Dave Marcus, 84 throwback. It is a base card, just a short print. Joey Logano, a couple different paint schemes there from 2016. Casey Kane, Austin Dillon, and Kyle Larson. Not too bad of a first pack. We'll go to pack number 2. Again, we're just doing 4 packs instead of 6 packs. That, excuse me, gives me a couple more videos out of the box and doesn't keep you guys for here as long for the day. Like to keep my videos around that 8 to 10 minute mark. I think that's a pretty sweet spot, and it keeps you guys coming back for more. We've got Greg Biffle, starts off pack number 2. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., driving for Roush Racing. Joey Logano. Is this where we get Kyle Busch next? No, it is not. It's Jamie McMurray. Then we have a Classics, NASCAR Classics, Jimmie Johnson. So that's our first insert of the day. We do get a Race Kings going on here of Brad K. Gold, numbered 18 out of 499. We seem to pull a lot of Brad K. numbered stuff. Not complaining, just kind of one of those things. Like the Dillon boys that always show up, Brad K seems to show up with serial numbered cards here. Eric Jones is next. Kevin Harvick, we're not going to turn that one sideways. David Reagan, I do need to put a video together of teams that totally flopped, and BK would be near the top of that. And Alex Bowman, who was a former BK Racing driver. So we go to pack number 3, our penultimate pack of the day. Doesn't look like we have any thick cards in this one, so looking good to save our hits for a little bit later on down the road. So we got Greg Biffle starts us off. Paul Menard, during his days at Richard Childress, won his first and only career Cup Series race there. Martin Truex Jr. is up next. Kevin Harvick. Really weird to not see him with the Jimmy John's logo anymore. Now he has Subway as an associate. Danica Patrick. We have another Race Kings, Martin Truex Jr. This is a base card, just a short print. J-Mac again. Regan Smith, while he was at Tommy Baldwin Racing. Matt DiBenedetto, when he was at BK Racing. There you see that, the Dr. Pepper logo. I don't see any BK Racing logos on there, but that is a BK uniform, or BK, when he was racing for BK Racing. Not sure where he's going to land next year. A lot of people are suggesting maybe he'll be in the number 1 Xfinity car for Junior Motorsports, but that's going to, of course, require sponsors, and I don't know how much he can bring to the table. And our 4th and final pack of the day. Trevor Bain starts us off. Of course, he runs a coffee shop in Knoxville, Tennessee now, or the Knoxville, Tennessee area. Kyle Busch, where are they at? Texas, okay. Texas coming up here in a few weeks. Should be a good race. Chase Elliott, 2020 champion. Dale Earnhardt Jr., 2-time Xfinity Series champion, 98 and 99. Casey Kane, 18 career Cup Series wins, to his credit. Then we have another throwback, Austin Dillon. If I have this one, I don't have a lot of this one, because that one does not look very familiar to me. But the 84 Donruss throwback. Tony Stewart. Trevor Bain. Matt Crafton, Truck Series champion. And Brad Keselowski with that Miller Lite throwback paint scheme. So only two inserts in this mess. Number 18 out of 499, Gold Foil Brad K Race Kings, and a Jimmy Johnson NASCAR Classics. So not too shabby, but we did get some nice base cards as well. I got that stack over here that you see off to the side, that is all 2017 Donruss that I have just not sorted through. I'm going to try to make at least one base set. I can probably make 2 or 3 base sets, but, you know, we'll get to that whenever we get to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, not sure what we have planned for tomorrow. We'll just get to it when we get to it. And, you know, maybe a driver review, maybe a set review, maybe we'll open more packs. Like I say, I never know what we're going to do. I don't like to plan it out because sometimes, plans can't go awry if you don't have them. So that's how we kind of do it here. We just fly by the seat of our pants. So anyway, thanks again, everyone, for watching. Let's keep those sub numbers climbing. They're kind of tapering off a little bit, but I'd like to see a little bit more growth. I always enjoy the participation with you guys. Always like the comments, the questions, etc. So keep all that coming. The interaction is always fun. So thanks again for watching. We will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.